ain't no games we playing for keeps, yeah.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Ready, set.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now from the gun, here's Willis. And that is incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Let's go.
3rd down, it's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Check, bounce catch. Come 19. Come 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They go play action with Willis. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions at 7-9 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember the last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On the ready. Go, Reed. Go.
Back to throw, Willis. This will be taken in by Hightower. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Check smash.
Again, Willis to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Willis on the option to the right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. James Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Willis will try and throw for this. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On the give, here's Gibbs. Down at the 25.
Well, if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from moving out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. If they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Now Willis on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this.
Touchdown, Vikings! Davante Adams with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And 22 more yards there, another first down.
18,
Willis out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage, so they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Willis to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Willis looks to pass it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
come on, check. Go check. 18 Rattler.
Willis out of the gun. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. John Hightower from 4 yards out. And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, it's Strong. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Hurts. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we see them catch a few passes on the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second down, here's Hurts. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. From the end zone, it's Strong. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's returnable now for Smith. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Check it.
Now Willis. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Willis wants to pass it again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, 55 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right there, right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Willis. Man open, here is Jones. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. "43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Gibbs straight ahead. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 104 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Hurts, and the throw here caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now Willis to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
19 Lions. Hustle.
Willis got to have this one. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gibbs again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Willis. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Willis slides safely, and he picks up the first down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Willis. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The 2nd down throw by Willis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. Again, it's Willis to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. John Hightower with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Willis will try and throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. 1st and 10, Willis. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mustang 19. Viking 18.
Willis looks to pass it here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Gibbs has it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, hustle, hustle.
Willis to throw on 2nd. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Willis to throw once more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
First down and goal to go.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Here we go, Jack.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw, Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he fends him off. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
73.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're